Yo, what's going on, guys? Why am I blocking the sign? Hold on, let me scoot. Did I put it on the wrong thing? I don't know. Anyways, GZTV here. I'm going to focus. Back with another video, and today we're continuing the Spooky Saturdays with The Conjuring. I watched The Conjuring yesterday for the first time. I know it came out like 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago. Well, almost 9 years ago. I don't think it's quite been 9 years, but I watched it for the first time. Be thankful. I'm going to complete the trilogy because there are two other movies in it. One just came out last year. The other came out like 6 years ago. So, yeah, let's just get into the plot according to Wikipedia. In 1971, Roger and Carolyn Perrin move into a farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island with their 5 daughters, Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cindy, and April. Their dog Sadie refuses to enter the house. They discover the entrance to a cellar which has been boarded up. Paranormal events occurred within the first few nights. Every clock in the house stops at 3:07 a.m. Birds fly into their windows. Sadie is found dead in the morning, which was sad. And Carolyn wakes up with large bruises. She gets beat by the fucking demon every night. One night, Christine encounters a malevolent spirit. Another night, Caroline hears clapping in the hallway and becomes trapped in the basement. Andrea and Cindy are attacked in their bedroom by a spirit believed to be the one that Christine had encountered. And Annabelle kind of ties in and makes a couple cameos in this movie. I thought that was cool. Maybe I should watch that series. I should watch this series in order. I think that'd be really cool. Caroline contacts demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren, who had recently investigated a possessed doll called Annabelle. Yes, there you go. The Warrens agreed to take the case and conduct an initial investigation, during which Lorraine, a clairvoyant, sees that dark forces have latched onto the Perrin family, and leaving the house will not free them. To gather evidence, they place cameras, recorders, and bells around the house with the help of their assistant Drew Thomas and police officer Brad Hamilton. Further research reveals that the house once belonged to an accused witch named Bathsheba Sherman, who is the demon, a relative of Marytown Eastie, who sacrificed her week-old baby to the devil and killed herself in 1863 at 3:07 a.m. in the morning after cursing all who take her land. They find reports of numerous murders and suicides through the years in the houses that were built on the property. One morning, Bathsheba appears to Caroline and vomits black bile into her mouth, fully possessing her. Lorraine sees Bathsheba's corpse hanging in the tree behind the house, which is scary. That night, from the EVPs coming from the radio, the group hears a spirit luring Cindy into the wardrobe, where she reveals a secret passage. Lorraine enters the passage and falls through the floorboards to the cellar, where she sees the spirit of a woman whom Bathsheba had possessed long ago and used to kill her child. Lorraine loses a locket containing a picture of the Warrens' daughter, Judy. Bathsheba attacks Nancy. The incident is caught on camera. The Warrens conclude it is sufficient evidence to receive authorization from the Catholic Church to perform an exorcism on the house, which the guy isn't fully the man who's like the lead guy in the investigation, like the lead, what do you call it, like a ghost fighter, a ghost hunter, or whatever. He's not fully like qualified to do it, so it's kind of risky. Let's see. The Perrin family decides to take refuge at a motel while Ed and Lorraine take their evidence to Father Gordon, their liaison at the Catholic Church. Father Gordon explains that the approval for the exorcism would have to come directly from the Vatican because the Perrin family aren't members of the church. Judy is attacked in the Warrens' own home by Bathsheba, who is sitting on a car and used Annabelle before being narrowly saved by their father. Annabelle returns in the box and Bathsheba returns to her own land. Caroline takes Christine and April back to the house to kill them. Ed, Lorraine, and Brad find Caroline in the cellar trying to stab Kristen as Roger and Drew fight to stop her. Lorraine warns Ed, Roger, and Drew that if they take Caroline outside the house, Bathsheba will kill her. The group tied Caroline to a chair inside. Ed decides that the exorcism cannot wait and decides to attempt it himself, though Caroline escapes and tries to kill April. Lorraine is able to call to Caroline to remind her of a special memory she shared with her family, allowing Ed to complete the exorcism and save them, lifting Bathsheba's curse, forcing her to reveal herself to those present and damning her to hell. After expelling Bathsheba from Carolyn's body, the Perrin family reunites. April gives Lorraine the locket that she lost in the cellar. Returning home, Ed adds the haunting music box from the farmhouse to their room of cursed artifacts that they have collected from past cases. So yeah, he has this room full of like cursed artifacts. There's like samurai suits, there's Annabelle, there's all sorts of these different like there's lockets now from that family's house. I think this is a very interesting movie. It's pretty suspenseful. It's actually one of the scariest movies I've seen on this channel. It is really, really scary. Um, and I think there's one big flaw, and there's an elephant in the room with this one, and that's the design of the demon Bathsheba. She is not scary. Like the other characters in the Conjuring universe, like Annabelle and the Nun, they are really, really scary, but Bathsheba is not that scary. Obviously, if I saw her in person, I'd be super fucking scared. I'd be terrified. But when you watch her on film, it's like, what the fuck is this? It's just a person with it just looks like a crackhead, to be honest. Um, Goofy ass looking demons, that's the only weakness in the movie. Otherwise, I like the story. I like the development. I like how slowly over time the demon, the spirit, whatever you want to call it, makes herself known more and more and more, and eventually she shows herself. She likes that closet. Yeah, that should make kids watching this movie scared of closets. I mean, as a lot of horror movies do. Um, I like the acting. None of the actors looked familiar. I mean, if I want to look at the cast, I will right now. Let's see if any of these names strike a bell, ring a bell. No, I mean, I don't know. Bathsheba Sherman was played by a guy. Really? Was he? Was he? Was she actually? That just shows how fucking nasty the fucking demon was. Bathsheba was supposed to be a girl, and she was played by a guy. She was nasty as fuck. That's pretty much the review. Wild card Saturday begins in less than fucking 2 hours. So I need to get on my high horse here. Actually, it begins in 2 hours and 9 minutes. So again, need to get on my high horse, and I need to do some reactions to some singles today. I'm doing Gunna. Kanye and the Game actually did drop a track. It's just not on Apple Music, I don't believe, as of now. We're also listening to a JID track, and we're listening to a Joey Badass track. I was gonna listen to that Saba single, but I was thinking I'd wait for my first Saba album experience to come with all new fresh music, and I think that's necessary. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to watch Scream in theaters today because I really want to watch these playoff games. They're really, really good games. I know they're not in the NFC, so they don't really affect the Packers or anything, but I just want to watch as much football as I can to close out the year. You know, we pretty much have less than a month of football left. But yeah, you guys Monday night are going to be getting an NFL recap of Wild Card Weekend. It's probably going to be 7 or 8 minutes long of recap content. But I had a stream last night for Fortnite. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I thought it was a lot of fun. I played Fortnite for the first part of the stream for 40 minutes, then I took an hour break, then I played Fortnite for another hour, 15 minutes, and then we went on creative and played for the remaining 40 minutes of the stream. I thought it was pretty successful. Maybe tomorrow night I'll do one, but I don't think my friends will get on because they have work on Monday morning. But I don't know. Sunday night is definitely a possibility because I don't have school on Monday. Anytime I don't have school, I will most likely stream. Um, this coming weekend, Friday night, I'll probably stream as well because I'm actually coming home, and I'll be in my old setup, and I'll have plenty of great videos for you guys. Don't worry about that. I know I don't talk a lot about the movie in these reviews. I just kind of want to give you guys a refresher for the channel. This movie was really good, by the way. I definitely do recommend that you guys go ahead and go watch it if you haven't. I'm kind of a fake fucking horror fan for watching this just now because this is a really big staple in the horror industry. It's one of the best demon movies of all time. If I'm being real, this and The Exorcist, to be honest, these are two series that have solidified the demon horror scene. Really, I know this came out years and years and years after The Exorcist, but I do need to watch The Exorcist. It is one of the best horror movies of all time, at least from what I've heard. But anyways, that is the review. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully, and I'm sure you've watched the movie, and if you have, hopefully you enjoyed the movie. If you're here, you've watched the movie. This is a spoiler alert. I'm giving you guys the plot and stuff, so don't come here if you've already watched the movie. This is your last warning. I should give that in the beginning of the videos, but leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, it has been GZTV with your horror movie content and